So I just bought Marc Lou's CodeFast course and I thought I'd give a few thoughts about it. My own thoughts, but first of all, we'll talk about who it's for. So I am writing a ton of notes for this course and we've got so many good ideas already. I was going to give it free with this video, but I don't think it's fair to the course creator in this case because there's just too much of what's in the course, right? But if you do want them and you buy the course with my affiliate link, just send me a screenshot and I will send my notes. I've got tons of great ideas already and prompts. All right, my background is in SEO, so it goes perfectly with learning how to code. So let's talk about who this course is for. You might be on the fence whether to buy it or not. So I think really what you need to look at is the breakdown of the course, right? So the course is broken into three different sections, right? So I guess the first part is the mindset, right? So if this is the main thing that you want to learn about, his marketing styles and stuff like that, I don't think it would be worth paying the whole price for this. I mean, it is very good, interesting, important information, right? But I think if you just watch his videos and, take notes and say, well, what is he doing here? How is he marketing his products? Just try to pay attention to that stuff and you'll learn a lot. This is kind of it all summarized into a 5 minute, 10 minutes of video or 13 minutes of video, right? So I wouldn't buy the course for that alone. If, on the other hand, you're interested in coding, right? It is a coding course. It's a course on how to coding. Then that is different, right? So it actually goes through a lot of the stuff that, you actually need to set up websites, web apps, all of that kind of stuff. Your CSS, JavaScript is the front end, right? As far as I know. And then it goes into all the stuff that is in the back end as well. So for someone like me who, I've been playing around with these tools like Cursor and Bolt.new and Windsurf. So if that kind of is starting to capture your imagination, you go, wow, this is like amazing what we can do with AI, then I think this course is probably worth it for you, right? Because, there's only so much you can get with these tools. And if you don't know the kind of basic frameworks of how things work online, you kind of get stuck very fast, right? So I was thinking about this really before, and that's kind of why I made my decision, right? So what really made me cross the line is, this is exactly the course I was looking for because there's a lot of stuff like, authentication logins and stuff like that. All of that, stuff that, you need to know, like stuff that I don't know that I need to know really is the most important part, I suppose, is like, and some people don't really, they always moan about courses and say, well, whatever, I can find this stuff for free on YouTube. I'm not really sure if you can find all this stuff on YouTube because it's all put together in a way that is you need to see this stuff from somebody who's done it and step by step, right? Otherwise you get completely overwhelmed, right? I mean, coding is obviously a huge topic, and I think what he says in this actually is like, this is kind of like the 10% that you need to know, right? If you have a job, right, it's something different, right? That's something else that you need to think about. If you're learning for a job, then maybe this is not the course for you. If you're learning to be an entrepreneur and you want to have like that kind of overall, like what you actually need to get to a SaaS tool, right, then this is probably a good idea. For me personally, I want to start a SaaS next year at some point. So obviously I would like to partner with somebody who knows this stuff better than me. Like that would be amazing because I'm good at SEO, and to have a partner, that's exactly what I'm looking for. But whatever you're doing, you have to kind of understand the basics of it if you want to be an entrepreneur and a founder, I think. So, I can go through these lessons, although there are 200 lessons. I'm quite impressed with that, to be honest. And the little lessons that I've had time for, I only bought this yesterday, the day before, right? I'm super impressed with, how easy it was to actually get started. It was like I made the decision to buy, and then in 1 minute I was in the course, right? So that's pretty cool if you ask me. And the way it's set up, super fast, and there's not a lot of fluff, which I like. Is like he's not going into the story about all what he's done and stuff like that. Well, at least not yet. I don't think he will, which is like, I don't really need to see all that stuff. That's not going to help me directly, is it? So it's like the lessons, the important lessons that he has, and I think you can see that he's quite successful already. So you can see he's open on Twitter about how much money he's making, right? There were some criticisms on Twitter. I saw that, or X should I say, that he hasn't got a SaaS that's made hundreds of thousands, that they're actually boilerplates, and this course that's actually done really well. But to be honest, I don't really care if it's a SaaS or what it is. If I can make a ton of money, right? I just want to be able to set up stuff like this the way that he's doing it, right? And have good marketing and good technology behind it, so that I can just set up all my ideas, right? and boom, just go as fast as I can. I completely agree with, this idea that you need to just ship fast and get stuff out there as fast as possible to see what is product market fit, right? This is what he talks about in this a lot, the product market fit. So it's like what the audience actually want. And I think timing is also a massive important thing in this, and this couldn't have come out at a better time, to be honest, because of the way that AI is like become super trendy, obviously over the last few years, but it's become trendy in this area over the last few months with people, who never coded before, like me, who feel like it's possible now, right? So I know people might disagree with that, and maybe that is true. We'll have to see how this goes. I've created a small app by myself already, so that works without writing a line of code. So I know that it is possible to create basic stuff. Whether I'm able to create something that I can sell, obviously I have to go through the 200 lessons and try to create something and then feel confident to do it. But hopefully this is the course that will allow me to do this. So I've taken a lot of courses online, and sometimes I am actually getting a bit skeptical about them as well. But I think this one is going to be worth it for me because it's got all of the stuff that I want to learn, right? All about coding and how to do all this stuff that I want to know how to do. So this is very important to me. So things like this, like coding, SEO, AI agents, that's probably the next topic. If you want to make a course and you know about that, that is something that I want to learn as well. I think a lot of the courses are a bit, there's fluff, and a lot of, especially on Udemy, there's just a lot of information that you just spend a lot of time. So for me, it's worth the money that I paid, and you have to make that decision up for you, whether this is something you really want to do, if you're actually committed to actually doing this and going through the 200 lessons or not. If you don't have the time for that, then obviously don't buy it. That wouldn't make any sense, right? You don't want to be wasting time and money if you're not actually committed to doing this, right? So I think for me, there's kind of three things that I want to know, improve on, right? SEO, I kind of have the skills already. YouTube, which I'm practicing now, right? You just have to keep getting out there and practicing, and coding and starting an app so that I can sell an app on YouTube. That's my plan. It seems to work pretty well for these people, so hopefully I can get on board next year. Right, that's it for this video. Subscribe to the channel because I will make lots more videos about all of this stuff about YouTube, coding, and SEO. Thanks for watching.